Hi Libra, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So, there's going to be some forward movement happening here. So at first I've got the Nine of Wands and I've got the Page of Wands, which is good news because I, as a Libra, feel like, okay, so Six of Pentacles, which came sideways. I feel like it needs to be up. So some forward movement on some work projects, perhaps. Let's see if I would love it if that Eight of Pentacles would come out, but I don't know. Let's just keep going here. I feel like I, as a Libra, have been a little stuck lately. 10 of Wands. Oh, there's going to be a whole lot of forward movement going on, which is awesome. When I tell you how I figured out what to do. Six of Cups. Okay. Sorry, I'm singing right now. Because I have to tell you what's going on in the Libra world on this end. And the Star card. Okay, so the Star card. Okay, so it looks like, okay, we've got the Nine of Wands in the upright, the Page of Wands in the upright, Six of Pentacles, which is kind of moving out of the bad part of like the monetary world, the Ten of Wands, another movement forwards, a reunion card with somebody, and the Star card. So let me feel into this. Feels like a lot of forward movement, obviously. We've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Ten of Wands. So we've got the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands, which could mean that somebody's coming in to make an offer of some sort. Six of Pentacles, it looks like maybe you're starting to move forward on some of your money stuff. Ten of Wands come in, and the Six of Cups. So a reunion with somebody of some kind, and the Star card, which is all about kind of wishes and desires, and wishing upon a star and things coming true. So it looks to me, or it feels to me, that Libras will be moving forward on some and manifesting some of their wishes that they've been trying to make happen for the first part of September. So that is coming up. I'm going to do emotions, and then I'm going to tell you, if you haven't done this yet, what you can do if you don't feel like your life is moving forward, what you need to do in order to get the forward movement going. Let me just see. What emotions are we going to be feeling for the first half of September as a Libra clan? Okay. We've stopped resisting. We are no longer afraid. This was in the reverse. So we're not afraid anymore, and we've stopped resisting, which means we've stopped resisting what the universe was trying to tell us, which I can tell you in a minute here what I have done to stop resisting what the universe was telling me. So I'm not afraid anymore. Okay. Let's see how like I'm doing this reading for myself. I'm not afraid. You're not afraid either. And if you have, all right, these two fell out. Feeling confident, feeling a little vulnerable, so you haven't quite got everything together just yet, but some epiphanies have had to have happened in order for you to be moving forward. Dang it. So, I don't know if I needed, I probably don't. Okay, there's one. Compassionate, empathetic, caring, sympathetic. That's falling under the reunion card. So if you are reconnecting with someone from your past, maybe you're feeling compassionate for their situation. I don't know how that plays in. And comforted, reassured, consoled, and nourished. So most of these cards are all pretty positive. So that means that, that means your emotions have taken a turn for the better. And I'm going to tell you a little story here that helped me. A couple of weeks ago, my emotions were kind of up and down and all over the place. And I realized that I needed to raise my vibrations in order to manifest. And so I believe, while this reading is all for Libras, I can't be the only Libra that this has happened to. So we've somehow managed to get a grip on where our emotions were, our vibrations, our energy levels, and have got that under control. So we're going to have the energy to move forward in whatever it is we want to move forward in, and manifest and make our dreams come true. So that to me is what it feels like, is something from behind is pushing us forward in order to move forward where we were stuck for a while. So let me think about what card do I want to do? What do I want to ask? What question do I want to ask? What will be beneficial here? So if we're moving forward, there's a lot of movement forward going on. I'm gonna do this. Because vibrations and frequency and all of that stuff is really super important in order to move forward and have the energy to move forward on a relationship, a work project, whatever it is that you are moving forward on. These are cards that I made up that are things that you need to do to raise your energy levels, your vibrations, your frequency. So in order to have the energy to move forward and accomplish these, I want to say lofty goals. I mean, like I said, we've got three wands cards, three things about moving forward, and a reunion card, and kind of a destiny, making your dreams come true. So you're going to need a lot of energy. So these are things that we need for energy. We need fruit, which means we need high vibrational foods going into our bodies in order to give us energy. What else do we need in order to have this energy to keep the momentum? So if we want to keep the momentum, we need to do this. We've got some momentum going. We need to keep the momentum going. What do we need to do to continue this forward momentum? These cards are very hard to shuffle. They're really thick and kind of flimsy. What else? What do we need? What else do we need in our life to keep this forward momentum going for the Libras? Now that we finally got some traction in our life, some forward movement. I'm going to take this. We need to get out into nature more. This is all about keeping our vibrations raised, which is going to keep our energy raised in order to move us forward. Oh, these two want to come out. Inner peace. We need to make sure we keep inner peace. And quiet. So that's interesting. Oh, well, that makes sense. If we're moving forward on something, there's going to be a lot of energy expelled in this forward movement. And there could be some, I'm just going to say there's going to be a buzz and some activity that's going to come your way. So make sure that we Libras need to stay balanced. So we're going to need some quiet time. Don't overdo it. Just because you get this forward movement, don't overdo it. I feel like I need to say that. Self-love. So when you need to take some quiet time for yourself, when you're feeling a little stressed out, recognize that maybe you are overdoing it, because you could be getting really excited about this new venture. Love. Make sure you, I don't know, love whoever, yourself, love your people, express love. Okay, so we're going to have some forward movement, which is good. Let's not burn ourselves out and go crazy here. I'm telling that to myself too. So I want to see what challenges could arise while we move forward, and launch into this whatever. Maybe you're getting ready to launch a new program. Maybe you're getting ready to launch something new. So what are some hiccups, some sticking points, some things that could crop up in this new launch? Because we all know usually nothing's ever smooth sailing. So what's some stuff that we should probably be aware of to keep an eye out for as we move forward on this new launch of whatever? Launch of a career, launch of a business, launch of a love life, whatever we're launching. Grief. Kind of that makes me feel like we may be grieving what we're leaving behind, because there was a few months ago, a month or two ago, one of the readings I did was life as we knew it is no more. So you could be doing a little grieving of the way life used to be. And I feel like that's because you'll be out of your comfort zone. So that's just kind of fear talking. It's kind of like going, oh my God, expansion. There's going to be a lot of expansion going on. So keep aware of that. That kind of goes along with, it could be like you're getting ready to do a tremendous growth spurt here coming up. You could be getting out of your comfort zone a lot, which means that you could be like going, oh my God, you could be finding yourself in fear a lot. So just be careful that you don't let that sabotage you. What else could be a sticking point or something you just need to keep aware of during this expansion or this new launch of whatever? Release. I feel like that's release the fears. That is any darkness that is coming up, from behind going, you can't do this, you can't do this. Tell them to shut up. Fakeade, that would be being fake. So you do not need to pretend like everything is perfect all of the time. And as you're moving forward and if things are not going especially well, then I'm going to say, just reach out to friends if you need to reach out to friends and say, hey, I'm freaking out here. I'm having a bad day. It is not necessary for you to, pretend like you've got everything handled and that you know what you're doing. If you're walking into something new in your life, which it feels like you are getting ready to walk into something new, out of your comfort zone, you could, just beware of that. Isolation. You may want to go back into isolation when you get in your comfort zone. Or when you get out of your comfort zone. So just be careful about shutting people out. Maybe you need to reach out for help when you get freaked out or scared or out of your comfort zone, and have some friends help you on your freak out days, I guess is the best way to put that. Okay, so I want to do, what can you look forward to as you move forward on this new launch of your life, whatever? Because also remember, there was a reading I did not too long ago that says you were in between cycles. So this to me looks like you are starting that new cycle and you're no longer in between. And what can you look forward in this new cycle that you are getting ready to start? You're getting ready to start a new cycle of some sort. So what can you look forward to? My goodness. Honor how far you have come. So appreciate where you've been and where you're going, especially on those freak out days. If you start finding yourself fishtailing or getting nervous or freaking out when you're out of your comfort zone, that's telling me that we're going to have to meditate and ground ourselves, because we could get a little ungrounded. Again, Libras are really big into balance. We need balance really, really bad. So if we start feeling out of balance, we need to reconnect with ourselves. We need to make sure that we're not taking on more than we can, biting off more than we can chew, and just touch base with our higher self and make sure that we are on the right path. And so it just feels like there could be some fear cropping up that we need to keep an eye on. And it's just because we're a little out of our comfort zone. Centering in divine light, that makes me feel like we just need to stay centered. And the flow, oh, nice. We can look forward to this, the flow of abundance. So we're going to start having some abundance coming our way. But it is also possibly going to make us out of our comfort zone. So let me get a couple more, because we're at 16 minutes. This is not a very long reading so far. What else can we look forward to? We know what we need to add to keep our vibrations up. We know what we need to look out for when we start maybe fishtailing and flipping out because we're out of our comfort zone. What else can we look forward to, or things that might help us ground ourselves when things get a little out of hand? Bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So it looks like there's some new and exciting things coming our way, if we will let them and not sabotage them. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So yeah, as you move forward, you may launch into something and you may find yourself like burning the candles at both ends. Pay attention to your body. When you need to rest, rest. When you need to say no to somebody, say no to somebody. Because if you burn yourself out on this new launch of whatever you're doing, one, you're not going to benefit anybody. So I'm just going to say, be careful. It looks like we have good things coming our way. But it looks like there could be some freak out moments that could be potential downfalls in the process, because it could cause us to get out of balance a little bit. So we just need to be aware of that. But it looks like finally we are moving into that next cycle of life or whatever. Like I said, we were in between cycles for a while. And it looks like we're moving into that new cycle of whatever, whether it's work related, relationship related, whatever it is. All right. I'll see you guys middle of September. Later. Bye.